Welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sarah, where we have a yarny good time. I was going to tell you this funny joke. My granddaughter loves to do knock-knock jokes, okay? And she says, "Hey, Oma, knock-knock." And I said, "Who's there?" And she said, "Hobby Lobby." And I said, "Tell them to go away. They're not getting their yarn back." She said I wasn't going to say that. She's 10, okay? They're definitely not getting any of my yarn back. Well, I hope everyone had a really good week. My voice is very scratchy this morning, so forgive me if I growl at you. So I'm drinking coffee for my scratchy throat. Actually, it is the coffee. Remember I told you about my daughter's sister-in-law who they get the coffee beans and they grind them and all that stuff and then they sell their coffee. Well, this is I special ordered this from her. It's the orange dark chocolate. And it is so good. I don't even put any sweetener or cream or anything. It's just black. It is so good. And so it's strong and mellow. It's a little more expensive than what you get in the store, but it is definitely worth it. And I learned, because of some of the health issues that I'm having, that coffee is actually good for me. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Well, what happened yesterday? Okay, so we were supposed to do, have everything ready for our Scrap Happy big old bag crochet pattern for the Scrap Happy Crochet Along for the month of September. Well, I was working on it in the morning and the edits were not going well. And then I discovered that it's so weird because the test came back just fine and then one didn't. And then all of a sudden the others weren't coming back good. And I thought, oh no, at the last minute I'm getting these things. And so I'm working through it, looking through, reading it. And I found the mistake. And it was basically a number mistake there where I wrote a 2 instead of a 3. Isn't that interesting? And how one extra stitch on one row can mess up every row after that. So anyway, I thought, well, I'll just set that aside. I'll come back and finish it because I had my doctor's appointment. I have to go every Monday and have my blood pressure checked at my doctor's office. I have extremely high blood pressure right now for some reason. But I'm having some other issues as well. And so I have to go in every Monday at 10 and so I can check my blood pressure. And I also have to do my blood pressure every morning and every evening. And then I email it to my doctor once a week. And so my hair's itching me. Anyway, and so I had to take care of that. Well, my blood pressure was still high and I'm getting a lecture. You know, we're probably going to have to change my medication or whatever. But anyway, when I got back from the doctor, by the time I got back, I was so frazzled. I thought, I'm not going to be able to do today's video. It was just way too much stress and way too much issue. And so what I decided to do, and since I wanted to, I'm going to have to rewrite, I did it last night, rewrite the pattern as far as just, because once you mess up one number way up on like row 2 or 3 or 4, the rest of the numbers all have to be changed as well. And then I want my testers to read back over it. All right. And so what we're going to do is they're taking care of all of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the Scrap Happy Crochet Along pattern, which is the big O bag. And let me show you what it looks like just partly. This is one of the tests. Look at the bottom of this, how huge this is. Okay, this is not finished, but one of the tests that we were working on. And that's going to be on Thursday this week. Okay, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, Granddaughter Day. And then Thursday, we're going to do the video tutorial and the pattern with lots of pictures on Thursday. I would be looking for that about maybe 1 in the afternoon, my time, which I'm central because we're in Oklahoma now. All right, so Thursday we're going to do the Scrap Happy big old bag. It's actually a big old basket because it's more of a basket than a bag. But it can be a bag too. I mean, really. All right. So we'll be doing that on Thursday. Just a heads up on that. I know you didn't come to hear that. You want to know who won the mystery box. All right. Let me get another little drink here. I'm going to move this cup out of the way because if I get too excited, I don't want to spill my coffee. All right. So I've got the box. You can see it's bulging. Full of yarn and goodies. Mystery box yarn for our September giveaway. It's all ready to go. So, now, before I give the name of the the name of the winner, it is not even close to winter here. It's like in the 90s again. I'm going to remind you, do not put your email address or shipping address in any comments anywhere at all. Because spammers and people who are no-gooders, is what I call them, will get your information and they will spam you. Okay, so don't do that. Even anywhere on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere, put your email address or your personal email address or your personal address, okay, shipping address. What you need to do is down in the notes underneath this video, scroll down where it says website and there's a link. Click that link. It's a live link. It'll take you straight to my web page. And then on the web page, it has contact us. There's a picture of my dogs sitting around my computer. And it's actually from my house probably 11 years ago. It's when we were in Tulsa. That picture is that old. But I love the picture. Anyway, click it. And it'll shoot an email right over to me. And you can send me your email address and your shipping address so I can get that to you and get you the tracking number. If you don't want to do that, you can also go to the Facebook page, Posh Pooch Designs, and send me a message that way. Okay? Don't send it to my personal page. I won't find it. I have so much stuff in there, and I rarely ever use my message on my personal Facebook page. Okay? All right. Are you ready? Drum roll. Okay. The winner of the mystery box for the September giveaway is Donna Sperling. Donna is the first name. Last name is Sperling. Sperling. Congratulations. I don't see your name in the comments. So if you guys know her, let her know. And just remember, I won't go chase you down. You got to chase me down, okay? I'm a girl who likes to be chased. Chase me down, okay? And I will get that out to you now. It's all ready to go. All you got to do is message me. I'll print out that label and I'll get it in the mail tomorrow. Okay? Because Wednesday is the day I like to get out and run some errands. I go pick up my granddaughter that's 10. The other two are in school. My 10-year-old gets homeschool. And Wednesday is their day off to spend with Oma, which I'm Oma. Okay. So, congratulations! I love giving stuff away. It's so much fun. And the Mustang post office here is super good. And they already have it set up where you can just, it's already got, I do the label here. And I can take it in and just drop it off into their shipping basket. And they've been getting them there super quick. So, that's pretty cool. Alrighty. Now, let's talk a little bit about the new crochet hooks that I located this week. And I'm going to click over to my other camera real quick. Now, what these are is the Pioneer Woman. This is her brand of crochet hooks. Now, one thing, I did mess around with it a little bit. You can see I was crocheting. I just did some just fun stitches. And I do really like the way they crochet. Right here, I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can. It says Boy, B-O-Y-E. So these are made by the same company that makes the Boy crochet hooks. So they are the Boy style crochet hooks. The handles themselves are a soft sort of rubbery feeling. It's not a hard polymer clay or porcelain or anything like that. And I really love them because I like how big they are. They're not gigantic where I can't get my hand on them because I have short fingers and I also have arthritis in my fingers and I really like this style. And you can see how pretty they are. There's two sets. This set has the F, G, and H. And see, each one of them has a different color of her fabrics. This package confused me, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me scoot over here a little bit. The hooks are I, K, and L. And at first this confused me a little bit because there's no J. Okay, and the other thing that confused me is as I pulled out, I'm going to get these are regular crochet hooks, so you can just kind of see they do compare to those. Now here I've got an I hook, and then a K hook, and I noticed on my K hook it says that it's 6.50 millimeter. Well, this K hook says 6.5 millimeter. Okay, but if you look at the I hook, theirs says 5.25 millimeter, and my I hook says 5.50 millimeter, and this is also a boy hook. And I remember a few years back they changed some of their sizing, and it confused me. It's not really going to be that big of a deal because it's just 25.25 millimeter, but it can make a difference in your gauge in a pattern. So make sure you keep that in mind. And the other thing is there's no J hook. And it really confused me at first why there was no J hook. And the J is our 6.00 millimeter. And I use J all the time. But when I went back in and was looking at some of the other products, she is putting out a line of, or her brand is putting out a line of yarn. And the yarns are bulky and super bulky. And you're going to need the K and the L for the two yarns that she's putting out. And that's probably why they didn't do the J hook. If it was me and I was putting this out, I would probably make this a 4-pack and put a J hook in there. Just because I really, really like the J hook. Now, I have not received my order for the yarns yet. But I will tell you, I watched Crystal's at Bag a Day. She did a review on the cotton, and she also did a review on her other yarns, and they're very good reviews. Of course, you know I like Crystal and I love her channel, and so if you want to know about them, just go over to Bag a Day, the crochet or Bag a Day YouTube channel, and her name is Crystal, and I love the way she does her reviews because she's really open and honest about whether she likes it or whether she doesn't, how it works or whether it doesn't. But yeah, and so they're really good reviews. When I get mine in, I haven't been able to get them in just yet. Then I will also do a review. And also remember, if I review them and they're different than somebody else's, it's okay. We all have our own opinions, you know. Although I have found Crystal's to be pretty true. You know, what she usually feels is pretty much the same way I do when it comes to yarn. But it just still really, the one thing that just sort of blew me away was in this pack that doesn't have a J hook. Because the three hooks that I use the most are the H, I, and J. And I probably myself would have, instead of putting an F hook in this package, maybe I would have done an H, I, and J in here, and maybe configured it different. But I'm still thinking that she wanted these two bigger ones because the yarns that she's putting out are a bulky and a super bulky, I think, or I don't know if they're 5. I can't remember. Go watch Bag o' Day's review. She'll tell you what they are since I haven't got mine yet. But yeah, that just sort of, I thought that was odd. But as far as working with them, I really love the handles on them. I do not like the ones that have the great big handles. And it's just my opinion, but it's just because I have short, fat fingers. And I also have arthritis. And those big ones, I just feel like I'm holding a club, you know? You know, like a big turkey leg. So anyway, so I really like the way these feel. I do like the way they crochet. I just wonder why she didn't do a J. That's the only negative in all of this. They're beautiful. All the prints on them are absolutely beautiful. Let me show you them again one more time before we click over. I will tell you this. They're a little on the pricey side. Each 3 set, I think, was $24.97. So $25 for 3 hooks. And I went ahead and sprung for that because You know, I absolutely love the Pioneer Woman. She's here in Oklahoma. I'm wearing one of her blouses right now. And look at these sleeves. I just love this. I look like an angel, right? And I buy a lot of her clothing. And one thing I have found about her clothing is they are true to size. I honestly wear a large, sometimes an extra large for a little more room, and her clothes fit me perfectly. Okay, I am short, so some of them are a little longer. That's okay, I don't mind. I don't care if my shirt hits me in the knee. But anyway, I really love a lot of her products. And I even told my granddaughter, we were at Goodwill the other day, and I found a couple of Pioneer Woman dishes and butter dish and things, and I bought them because they're beautiful, and I got them really inexpensive. I love the prints that she used. They're bright and cheerful. You know, just like how she puts these colors together, they're bright and cheerful, and I like that. You know, and I also said, you know, we haven't moved into our new house yet. I don't know if I said anything, but the deal we were going to do with that beautiful house, we found some things we didn't like, and we're just really good at picking pretty houses and really bad at picking houses with issues, you know. So anyway, we're not moving yet again. We moved from Colorado. We're in a rental house down here in Mustang, Oklahoma. I absolutely love living in Mustang, by the way. We're close to Oklahoma City if we need to go in town. Yukon is right up the street, and I go there for my doctor and Hobby Lobby and Kohl's, and I mean, it's really close, not even 6 miles. And so I really, really love living here. But we just haven't found a permanent house yet, and it's fine. We have great landlords. They are so good to us. Our hot water heater went out Sunday. We had to take cold showers to go to church, but it's okay. Sometimes that's good for your hair, right? Not all that great for your body, but you know. But they came, brought a brand new water heater, and everything's fine now. I got a nice hot shower this morning, you know. So they're really good landlords, and they've been really good to us. And it's kind of interesting because we haven't rented in years and years. I can't even remember the last time we rented, because we were in base housing, and that, well, yeah, we did rent when we lived in Great Falls, Montana. We lived there for about a year before we went to Germany. But anyway, they're amazing, so I have no complaints at all about that. All right, so that's what I think about the Pioneer Woman crochet hooks. I love them. They're a little pricey, and I'm not sure about that J hook, you know, but that's okay. It's okay. If I can get some inexpensively, like if I can find some with a coupon or on clearance or something, I'll do some giveaways, but they're quite pricey, you know, $25 for 3 crochet hooks. So, but they are very comfortable. One thing I did notice is down here in Oklahoma, you can find her stuff everywhere, Pioneer Woman. But when we lived in Colorado, there was very little of it out there. And I really liked it, but I didn't find any of it. And down here, of course, they're exclusively at Walmarts here. And the Walmart here in Mustang, I'm going to tell you this. It's a nice Walmart. And also the Walmart in Yukon is a nice Walmart. The Walmart in the little town we lived in, not little town, it's big now, Parker. I'm not going to say this, but I'm just going to say it's not my favorite Walmart. Anyway, let's move along, because you know I don't like to be a negative or a drama llama, right? No drama llama. All right, now, we don't have a pattern from yesterday because we're going to do that on Thursday. But I'll show you what we did last week real quick, and then I'll let you go. I have got crochet hooks everywhere. So, for our Friday Fun Day, we did this crochet hook holder. I updated the pattern, and you can see I've got more hooks in there. And these are my plastic ones. I got this set at Hobby Lobby, and I bought this set so I can take it with me when I travel. That way, if I lose one or one doesn't make it home, I'm not out a bunch of money, you know, on my more expensive ones, okay? So, this is a mason jar. It's really cute. It's got cow on it. And so we made this coaster, which you can use as a coaster. And we put it on top, and we put a chain around. And it's very open, so you can slide your crochet hooks in there. And I also put a ball of yarn at the bottom so your crochet hooks don't clang. Now, I have in the past filled this up with buttons. If you got a bunch of extra buttons you're not using, those work really nice to hold the hooks in place as well. And the reason that I went ahead and updated this pattern is kind of a selfish one. Well, I haven't found the other one that I made from the previous move, because half of our stuff is still in boxes in the garage because we didn't want to unload everything and then just remove it again. And so I needed another one. I like to keep one of these on my table next to my leather chair where I crochet when I'm watching my Hallmark movies, okay? And so I made another one. Now, the neat thing about this is you can use a cup, you can use a glass, it can be any height as long as it's long enough, you know, for your crochet hooks, but not too deep, okay? And I really like using the mason jars, and I happened to find this one, and this is something I found while I'm unpacking one box of my glasses, is this with a handle on it. I forgot I had it. I used to keep dried chili peppers in this jar. They're gone, and now it's a crochet handle hook. Or hook hand. Now it's a crochet holder with a handle. Okay, so we did that on Friday. And then on Wednesday, I don't know if it was Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember last week. I think Wednesday, we did this cowl. And this is made with just one skein of the homespun yarn. I know a lot of people don't like it. It's okay. This is a really simple pattern. It's stitched in triple crochets and front loop. Front loop. Okay. There, you can see the ridges. And it turned out really, really pretty. It's like, why don't I just hold it up there so you can see it? And it's just stitched in a tube. And you can make it longer if you want to, or you can make it shorter. You can make it longer this way if you want to. Very versatile. It's a good way to, if you've got a skein of homespun style boucle yarn, you don't know what to do with it, it's a good way to practice just playing with it and getting used to using it. Because you need to make your stitches big and loopy. You need to stitch looser. And this is all done in triples. And so that is super easy. And then we just added some fun buttons. Because I like to kind of do them on the side like that. And then a tie just for fun to cinch it in. You don't have to do those things. They're just extras on the pattern. All right. And again, the patterns that I show you, the items, all are designed by me. They have a written pattern. They have a photo tutorial. And then also, of course, the video. And when I show them in that video, underneath the video that those are filmed, and as well as this one, you'll find the links underneath this video as well. Okay, and every pattern has a written and photo tutorial. And under every video, underneath, there is a link that will take you to the blog where that is written, okay? I try to do a lot of pictures, but not like over too many, like not hundreds of pictures, just enough to give you an idea of what it's supposed to look like as you work along. Because I do it this way because everyone's different. Some people like a video, some people like a written pattern, some people like both, some people don't want pictures or a written pattern, some people want it all. And so I want to make sure that you have a good crochet experience, okay? Alrighty, so the last thing I wanted to mention before I go is this Friday Fun Day. I do have a fun Halloween project I hope that you're going to enjoy. And it's really simple. You just need some leftover orange, black, let me look over, orange, black, white, or purple, or whatever colors, just in your yarn stash, and we're just going to have some fun. And you'll need some candy, which I cannot have anymore. I've been sending it home with my grandkids. Alrighty, so that's all I've got for you. And I just want to say one more thing, and that is thank you. Thank you to everybody who watches, who follows me, because I cannot do any of this without all of you. I mean it. I can't. What good would it do me to do a bunch of videos if nobody was watching or nobody was enjoying the patterns? All right? So, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Can you see my heart? And I'll see you next Tuesday. And maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. Have a great week.